surprisingly complementary, but quite unique and different and sensitive. One of the things that Paul said to me as well, I think the show works together because we engage both of our work in the same way. JT's work and Paul's work is equally obsessive, and and you need to be close, and you need to, encounter it in quite the same way. So what I'd like to do is let each artist talk for a few minutes, and then, if you want to ask questions of them, why don't you come up and talk to them later, and we wouldn't have a big question and answer. But I think they're both very articulate about their process. Before we begin, I'd like to thank, there are a number of board members around us, and we spent 2 days installing the show. It was really a slog, and he was wonderful. He came totally prepared, knew exactly how to put up all these remarkably complicated pieces. And we were taking a break, and we were walking up to get some lunch, and I said, so how did you come to drill all these holes in these pieces? Where did someone who was a painter come to this? And so I'm going to let him tell how that came about.
We're sort of more drawings, and I look at them as paintings from the color of the wood, the grain patterns, things like that. So, as she said, about 2 years ago I was doing paintings on MDF, which is fake wood, if you will, and I was painting over them and sanding through and just using the material for the depths and drilling holes and all these sort of things. And just one day I was driving around and I started thinking, and my dad over here has been in woodwork for about 50 years, so I've been around wood for a long time, maybe 60 years. So I've always been around wood, and I've had an appreciation for it. And so the idea struck that, why was I painting over wood? Wood is beautiful, even though we overlook it every day. We walk on wood floors, we have wood furniture, but we never see it. We never really truly see the wood. We just see the material. And so I just decided that there was no use in painting on wood. I couldn't improve wood. So wood was the best. It was as good as you could get. And so I started thinking about the best way to sort of highlight the wood, put your focus on the wood, sort of activate this article, is the word I like to use, material, make it art. And so that's exactly what this series tries to do, where I use the holes, which I think of as the artistic gesture that sort of activates each piece into art. And so the holes are used to bring your attention, just like a frame would, to what I think is the art, and that's just the wood. So that's how I got to this point. So I look at these as my paintings, and so I'm just trying to frame those.
Thank you.